And swimmers now 450. It is time to clear the puddle. Lifeguard blowing the whistle. Time to clear the pool, please. Kids, the pool technically is closed. So no more on the blocks, please. And let's clear the lanes. Pool is closed. And coaches, let's remind you once again, relay cards are due at 5:30 for tomorrow. Positive check-in for the 1,500 meter freestyles tomorrow are due at 5:30 tonight. A reminder, competitors, be sure you check in at race ready before your heat. And a great big grand good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the finals of day 3 in the 2021 Speedo Sectional Championships at the Gene K. Freeman Aquatic Center, where seed times come to die. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we would invite you to please rise, remove your caps, locate Old Glory on the west end wall of the Aquatic Center as Ms. Andrea Davis Kelly, our lead starter for the backstroke, leads the United States Army Band in our national anthem. Thank you, Andrea. So glad you brought all those extra trumpets. Tonight we are going to rock final competition in the backstroke, 200 for men and women, 400 free, 100 breaststroke, and the 100 butterfly. Our first event tonight, the women's 200-meter backstroke. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1 from Edina, Annika Gustafson. In lane 2 from South Metro Storm, Amelie Gerard. In lane 3 from the Minnesota Flyers, Mara Isaacson. In lane 4 from the Sea Devils, Lillian Van Heel. In lane 5, swimming unattached, joining us from Pennsylvania, Emily Mahler. In lane 6 from Mako Aquatics, Evelyn Wood. In lane 7, the Hurricanes, Piper Crosby, and in lane 8 from Aquajets, Caitlin Arseth. Turning first at the 50 wall, Lillian Van Heel. Lillian was 10th in the 100 backstroke on Thursday. And she looks very comfortable at a 110.96. Knocking at the door, though, is Merritt Isaacson in lane 3. Still Lily at the 150. Looks like she may be opening things up a little bit, taking control. Piper Crosby of the Hurricanes swimming well over in lane 7. It'll be a pretty good race for second here in this heat. But the C final is going to belong to Lillian Van Heel, 2:25.18. And now the competitors in the B final, swimming in lane 1, Sophie Curran of Riptide. Lane 2, Torrin Lindstrom, St. Croix. Lane 3, Sydney Davids of Riptide. In lane 4, Tessa Moore, Aquajets. Lane 5, her teammate Avery Ludke. And in lane 6, another Aquajet, Caitlin Phelps. In lane 7, Ella Miller of the University of Minnesota. And lane 8, Addie Diaz of Minnetonka. We're going to keep an eye on lane 7, Ella Miller. She was third in the 100 backstroke yesterday. And it looks to me like she is getting after it. She's got the highest turnover rate in the pool right now. We also may have a little outside smoke over here in lane 1. We'll see what the splits look like at the 50 turn. Ella at the wall first with a 32.3. 33.3 for Sophie Curran in lane 1. Caitlin Phillips in the red cap from Aquajets in lane 6 has now moved right up into the mix. And she actually turned first at the 100 with Ella right behind. Caitlin with the fastest split on the board and the fastest time on the board. That's a good combination if you want to win the heat. But keep an eye on Tessa Moore. Looks like she wants to challenge out of lane 4. But Caitlin says that's not going to be enough. This is Caitlin Phelps with a 2:20.97. 5-second drop off of her morning swim. And now let's meet the A finalists in the 200 backstroke. Swimming in lane 1 from Edina, Francis Muir. In lane 2 from the Aquajets, Emma Kern. In lane 3 from Edina, Katie McCarthy. In lane 4, our top qualifier from Riptide, Megan Hutchins. In lane 5 from the University of Minnesota, Emily Cook. In lane 6 from the University of Minnesota, Rachel Butler. In lane 7 from Aquajets, Grace Rabb. And lane 8 from Aquajets, Linnea Calabo. Tremendous start and underwater out of Emma Kern in lane 2. Emma was the 100 back champion, so we expect some early speed out of her. Interestingly enough, we have the 800 meter freestyle champion, Megan Hutchins, in lane 4. So Megan slumming in the 200 backstroke here, but we should look for a good second half out of her. It looks like Megan first at the 100. 1:06:20. And Megan and Emma right together at the 150. Great stroke rate out of both. Megan's brought up her legs now. Katie McCarthy with her characteristic great second half, moving up into position. Great finish here by Katie. And they both reach to the wall. Eyes on the scoreboard. 2:15:66. We've got us a tie for the 2021 Speedo Sectional Championship. Our next event, the men's 200 backstroke. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 2 from St. Croix, Samuel Siegler. In lane 3 from Aquajets, Brennan Hughes. In lane 4 from Hastings, Philip Jensen. Lane 5 from Edina, Noah McAdam. Lane 6 from Mako, Andrew Hansen. And lane 7, Samuel Kennedy from the University of Minnesota. Lane 4, Philip Jensen taking charge here early on. Samuel Kennedy looking good at the first 100 as well. Philip on track for a nice time drop from his prelim swim. Potentially a 2:15 if he can get this home. And Philip, 2:15.15 and a 2:15.9 for Samuel Kennedy. Big drop from this morning. Swimming in the B final at lane 1, William Patrick Curran of Edina. Lane 2, Thomas McCarthy, Edina. Lane 3, Ryan McGurk, Aquajets. In lane 4, Sven Becker, St. Croix. In lane 5, Adam McFall, Aquajets. Lane 6, Noah Rabb, Aquajets. In lane 7, Tucker Holmes of Rochester. And lane 8, Taylor Matter, Mako. Sven Becker in lane 4, the blue cap for those of you following along on YouTube live stream. Sven first at the 100 out in a 1:04.22. Sven was a 105 this morning, so he is ahead of his pace. And 2 full seconds ahead of his morning swim at the 150, lane 4's Sven Becker. We'll see if he can hang on. Up by just about a body length right now. This one will belong to Sven. And 2:12.34. A reminder, coaches, we're only about 12 minutes away from the deadline for the 1,500 meter positive check-in, and relay cards for tomorrow's relay due at 5:30. And now, the A finalists in the men's 200 back. And let's meet the field. Swimming in lane 1 for Aqua Jets, Lucas Becker. In lane 2 for High Tides, Connor Hogan. In lane 3 for the University of Minnesota, Desmond Satchen. In lane 4 for the University of Minnesota, Tom Dunker. In lane 5 for Minnesota Flyers, Luke Leonidas. In lane 6 for the University of Minnesota, Casey Stowe. In lane 7 for the Hurricanes, Charlie Crosby. And in lane 8 from Rochester, Grafton Parlett. Five swimmers in the field were A finalists in the 100 backstroke yesterday. Tom Donker in lane 4 at the wall first. Charlie Crosby also with very good speed. Actually, Charlie was first at the wall. Now in the middle of the pool, Tom Donker, Luke Leonidas, very close. Connor Hogan, Charlie Crosby duking it out for third. And Tom Donker, fastest split on the board, fastest time on the board at the 150. Dunker really's got the turnover going, brought up the legs. (2:05.39). Tom Dunker. Second goes to Luke Leonidas. Coaches and athletes, the 2021 Futures Championship in Fargo, North Dakota will begin to accept entries for those athletes outside of the assigned region on Wednesday, July 14th. Entries will be accepted through the entry deadline, which is 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time on Tuesday, July 20th, or until the site's capacity has been reached. So Futures Championship in Fargo will begin to accept entries on Wednesday the 14th. Team Speedo athlete Caleb Dressel, swam the fastest 100-meter fly split in history. Became the first man to win 8 medals in a single world championship. Broke records in the 50 and the 100, all in the Fastskin LZR Pure Intent, Speedo's fastest suit ever. Visit the Speedo booth today to discover the Fastskin LZR Pure Intent or Valor in the latest color, ultraviolet. Steal the crowd and win the race while competitors turn ultraviolet with envy. Complimentary look with Speedo's other award-winning competitive styles, from packs and bags to Fastskin goggles. Speedo, one of your sponsors of the Speedo Sectional Championships. We also want to thank another sponsor, Toyota, which is backing the Paralympic movement. Thank you, Speedo, and thank you, Toyota. And now the women's 400-meter freestyle. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1, Anjanaimo Edina. Lane 2, Chloe Swanson, Aquajets. Lane 3, Grayson Andreen, Aquajets. Lane 4, Anna Farley, Edina. Lane 5, Elizabeth Bonneville, Riptide. In lane 6, Sky Schmidt, St. Croix. Lane 7, Frances Muir, Edina. And lane 8, Caitlin Arseth, Aquajets. Coming into the 100, one stroke ahead, is Elizabeth Bonneville. She was 9th place in the 800. Elizabeth swimming for Riptide, on her way to newly minted Division I school, St. Thomas, next year. Anna Farley with a great push-off, great long stretch on her push-off. Just brought herself right into the mix here with one turn. Anna with a couple of really strong strokes going into the wall, pulls even on the turn again. In this morning's prelims, Anna's last 100 was 3 seconds faster than Elizabeth's. I don't think that's going to be the case this afternoon. And Elizabeth, by 1/10 of a second, and now the field in the B final. Swimming in lane 1 for Aquajets, Avery Ludke. In lane 2 from Minnetonka, Erica Schraber. In lane 3 from Edina, Zoe Bresnahan. In lane 4 from Minnetonka, Addie Diaz. Lane 5 from Piranhas, Maya Bergstrand. In lane 6 from the University of Minnesota, Maggie Irwin. Lane 7 from Tides, Haley Farrell. And in lane 8 from St. Croix, Mary McCormack. Stand down, ladies. Step down if you would, please. Lane 3, our early leader is Zoe Bresnahan. She was the B final winner in the 200 freestyle. Out in a nice 103 and change. Zoe a second and a half faster than she was this morning in qualifying. And it looks like pretty much a dead heat behind her for second. We might keep an eye on lane 5 in the second half of the race. Maya Bergstrand, she was 5th in the 800-meter freestyle. But Zoe looks like she wants to run away and hide. A 108 for a 2:11.3 on the way out. Three full seconds ahead of her morning swim. Still holding a low 108 pace. Only two other swimmers under 35 seconds per 50 at this point. Zoe's going to be hard to catch. And another 108, 108.5, 108.6. On pace for about a 426. And second place, still anybody's guess. Does look like Maya Bergstrand slightly ahead of the rest of the field. But this is the Zoe Bresnahan show. And as predicted, 427.61. And Maya second. And now the A finalists in the women's 400-meter freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 from the University of Minnesota, Elle Niebuhr. In lane 2, swimming for Riptide, Keely Tierney. In lane 4 for Riptide, Ella Passy. In lane 4 for Riptide, Catherine Randall. In lane 5 from Edina, Katie McCarthy. In lane 6 for the Aquajets, Claudia Chang. Lane 7, Toda, Catherine Sullivan. And in lane 8 for Mako Ellery Autumn. This heat is really loaded. We've got the winner of the 800 swimming in lane 2, that's Keely Tierney. The winner of the 200 swimming in lane 5, Katie McCarthy. Katie also won the 400 IM. And we've got the second, third, fourth, and sixth finishers in the 200 freestyle, all in the mix. Lane 6, Claudia Chang was second in the 200 behind Katie McCarthy. Katie McCarthy leading a mid-pool pack here. Out in the 102, a whole mess of 103s. Katie out in a 2:08.59. Her splits just a couple tenths faster than Catherine Randall. Catherine hanging in there pretty good. Catherine Sullivan over in lane 7. And Ella Passy in lane 3, all swimming very well. Katie's starting to assert herself now. 100 meters to go. And there's now a couple 3 feet of open water between her feet and Catherine's hands. .32.5 the split. You will keep that up. She's going to be very tough to catch. The race will be for second between Catherine Sullivan, Catherine Randall, and Ella Passy. And as they come for home, this is going to be the Katie McCarthy show. Great race for second place, though. Ella closing hard. The 3-ways run for second. And Catherine Randall in at 4:29.5. Katie takes it at 4:17.35. A whole bunch of great swims. Congratulations, ladies. Next up, the men's 400-meter freestyle. This is your C final. In lane 3 for the Hurricanes is Lucio Ballatieri. In lane 4, also swimming for the Hurricanes, Andre Barajas. And in lane 5 from the Aquajets, Brennan Hughes. Nice little two-person race here between Brennan Hughes in lane 5 and Andre Barajas in 4. Couple of 2:10s on the board at the 200. Andre making a move here. And this one's going to belong to Andre. He was a 29 this morning and a 23 tonight. And now the swimmers in the B final. In lane 1, Adam McFall, Aqua Jets. Lane 2, Andrew Hansen, Mako. Lane 3, Caleb Urban, Hastings. Lane 4, Gunnar Severson, Sims. Lane 5, Rohan D'Souza Larson, Edina. Lane 6, Henry Webb, Aqua Jets. Lane 7, Jack Pillsbury, Westbrook Seals. And lane 8, Mark Heidi, St. Croix. A little lane 2 surprise here at the 100. This is Andrew Hansen of Mako. Taking it out in a 59.22. Andrew was out in a 101 this morning. He was 208 at the 200, and he is way ahead of that. Things got a little soggy after that for Andrew. Let's see if he can hang on. Gunnar Larson of Sims swimming now comfortably in second place over in lane 4, the pink cap. Andrew with a much, much better race than he had this morning. He was almost 110 this past 100. Now he's holding a 106 or better. It's going to be a good swim for Andrew as he can bring this back. And Andrew with a much better swim. 4:11.82. And now the A finalists in the men's 400 freestyle. Swimming in lane 1 for Aquajets, Jerry Zhu. In lane 2 for Riptide, Max Cassell. In lane 3 for Riptide, Jackson Kaler. In lane 4 for the University of Minnesota, Cameron Kelly. In lane 5 for Riptide, Timothy Rizzo. In lane 6 for the University of Minnesota, Christopher Nagy. In lane 7 for Riptide, Evan Kinseth. In lane 8 for North Shore, Grant Wadney. This event is pretty stacked, both with distance swimmers who are at the top of the 800 and the first and second fastest swimmers in the 200. And that would feature our top qualifier, Cameron Kelly, in lane 4. Cameron won the 200 freestyle yesterday in convincing fashion. And he is out in 57.08. The rest of the field very evenly spread out behind him, even with each other, I mean to say. $159.75 for Cameron, settling in a low 101. He was almost 102 in his second 100 this morning. Ballooned up to a 102 and then knew he had it in the bag and brought it home in a 103. Mid 101s right now. .301.4 at the 300. Still holding that 101 pace. Of Aquatic Operations here at the Gene K. Freeman Aquatic Center, Linda McKee. Finishing in 8th place, Francis Muir of Edina. In 7th, from the Aquajets, Linnea Calabo. In 6th, from Aquajets, Grace Rabb. In 5th, from the University of Minnesota, Emily Cook. In 4th, from Minnesota, Rachel Butler. Finishing 3rd, from Aquajets, Emma Kern. And we have a tie for first with a time of 2:15.66 between Riptide's Megan Hutchins and Edina's Katie McCarthy. Congratulations, ladies. And now the top 8 finishers in the men's 200-meter backstroke. Finishing in 8th place from Rochester, Grafton Parlett. In 7th from the Hurricanes, Charlie Crosby. In 6th from Aquajets, Lucas Becker. In 5th from Minnesota, Casey Stowe. In 4th place from High Tides, Connor Hogan. In 3rd from the University of Minnesota, Des Sachen. In 2nd from the Minnesota Flyers, Luke Leonidas. And the 2021 Speedo Sectional Champion with a winning time of 2:05.39 from the University of Minnesota, Tom Donker. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 400-meter freestyle. And now the top 8 finishers Finishing in 8th place from Riptide, Keely Tierney. In 7th from Mako, Ellery Autumn. In 6th from Minnesota, El Niebuhr. In 5th from Aquajets, Claudia Chang. In 4th place from Riptide, Ella Passy. In 3rd place from the University of Minnesota, Catherine Sullivan. In 2nd from Riptide, Catherine Randall. And in 1st place from Edina with a winning time of 4:17.35 from Edina, Katie McCarthy. And now the top 8 finalists in the men's 400-meter freestyle. Finishing in 8th place from Riptide, Max Casal. In 7th from North Shore, Grant Wadney. 6th place from Aquajets, Jerry Zhu. In 5th place from Riptide, Evan Kinseth. In lane 4 from Riptide, Jackson Kaler. 3rd place from Riptide, Timothy Rizzo. In 2nd place from the University of Minnesota, Christopher Nagy. And the 2021 Speedo Sectional champion in the 400-meter freestyle with a time of 4:01.81 from the University of Minnesota, Cameron Kelly. Our next event, the women's 100-meter breaststroke. This is your C final. Swimming in lane 1 for Minnetonka, Riley Hewlett. In lane 2 for Aquajets, Ashley Plantenberg. In lane 3, her teammate Grace Netz. And lane 4, one more Aquajet, Ava Allingham. In lane 5 from Minnetonka, Paige Olson. Lane 6 from the Minnesota Flyers is Haley Wartner. In lane 7 from Hastings, Ava McNamara. And in lane 8, Olivia Caldwell, South Metro Storm. Anybody's race coming down here on the last 12 meters. Looks like Ava, and she reaches into a 1:16.85. And now the B finalists in lane 1, Catherine Johnston, Minnesota Flyers. Lane 2, Ella Erickson, Edina. Lane 3, Maya Kangas, Minnetonka. Lane 4, Ella Hall, Edina. Lane 5, Catherine Duick, Minnetonka. Lane 6, Ryan Neitzel, Mako. Lane 7, Evelyn Wood, Mako Aquatics. And lane 8, Kia Riley, Hastings. Looks like Ella is getting after this first 50. And she and Catherine turn right together. Catherine actually first at the wall, separated by 2/100ths of a second. Going to be pretty close here between Catherine and Ella. Catherine chooses the long reach and gets in at 1:16.12. And now the A finalists in the 100-meter breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1 from Minnetonka, Quincy Wheeler. In lane 2 from Riptide, Kira Leisinger. In lane 3 from Mako Aquatics, Ella Stein. Lane 4 from the University of Minnesota, Molly Urquiel. In lane 5 from Aquajets, Jordan Wenzel. In lane 6 from the University of Minnesota, Grace Benin. In lane 7 from Rochester, Ava Gustafson. And lane 8 from St. Croix, Madeline Reed. Wednesday in the 200 breaststroke, we had a great race between Molly in lane 4 and Jordan in lane 5. Jordan prevailed. And 3 women right together, Molly, Jordan, and Grace. Ella Stein now showing promise in lane 3. But right now, maybe it looks like Jordan and Grace in lanes 5 and 6. Jordan showing the endurance that got her the 200 breaststroke championship. And she will hit the wall at 1:11:04. Jordan Wenzel, her second win of the weekend. Our next event, the men's 100-meter breaststroke. This is your C final. In lane 1, Evan Schrader, Black Line. Lane 2, Mikey Turk, Aqua Jets. Lane 3, Kai Taft, Aqua Jets. Lane 4, Matthew Mortensen, Riptide. Lane 5, Ben Binder, Minnetonka. Lane 6, Marcus Satterley, South Metro Storm. Lane 7, Sean Bannon, Rochester. Lane 8, Evan Whitty, Aqua Jets. Very close coming down. At the flags, it's Matthew by inches. At the wall, it is Matthew by inches. Swimming in the B final in lane 1, James McCarthy, Aqua Jets. Lane 2, Newt Worgan, Minnetonka. Lane 3, Jaco Heidi, St. Croix. Lane 4, Dylan Purrington, St. Croix. Lane 5, Ethan Hansen, Mako. Lane 6, his teammate Jonathan Bennett. Lane 7, Neptune Aquatics, Cooper Krantz. And in lane 8, from Minnetonka, Nicholas Kale. Dylan Purrington by an eyelash at the 50. Looks like Dylan trying to pull out a little bit, but Ethan Hansen in lane 5 right there. Dylan up by about a foot. And timed the finish pretty well. Dylan Purrington, 107.41. And now your A finalists in the 100-meter breaststroke. Swimming in lane 1, swimming unattached, Ronald Hand. In lane 2 from Aquajets, Charles Egeland. In lane 3 from Aquajets, Kelby Modine. In lane 4, our top qualifier from the University of Minnesota, Max McHugh. In lane 5 from Aquajets, Hayden Zhang. Lane 6, also from Aquajets, Michael Phillips. In lane 7 from the Minnesota Flyers, Joshua Johnston. And in lane 8 from Aquajets, James Pan. Max McHugh in lane 4, of course, the defending NCAA Division I champion in the 100-yard breaststroke and the 200-yard breaststroke. Max out in 28.8, 4/10 ahead of Hayden Zhang. Hayden, the high school state record holder. Hayden using Max. Nice race here between two national class breaststrokers. And Max with the long glide gets in at 60.82. Hayden 102.85. Before we move on to the 100-meter butterfly, we just have had a University of Minnesota varsity record in the long course 100 breaststroke tied. Max McHugh just tied his brother.
No, it's Jacob something.
Oh, I'm sorry.
John Roberts.
Tied John Roberts for the 100-meter breaststroke school record. Congratulations, Max. Our next event, the women's 100-meter butterfly. This is your C final. In lane 1, Sydney Detman, St. Croix. Lane 2, Anna Farley, Edina. Lane 3, Ella Hacker, Edina. Lane 4, Haley Farrell, High Tides. Lane 5, Robin Watico, Southeast Metro Sharks. Lane 6, Peyton Schieffer, South Metro Storm. Lane 7, Angelina Anderley, Edina. And lane 8, Sydney Davids, Riptide. This entire final field separated by 1 second. And Peyton Schieffer holding it together. A 104.83. And swimming in the B final in lane 1, Amber Kronquist, Aqua Jets. Lane 2, Ellery Autumn, Mako. Lane 3, Evelyn Wood, Mako. Lane 4, Ava McNamara, Hastings. Lane 5, Brecken Merkel, Aqua Jets. Lane 6, Emma Kern, Aqua Jets. In lane 7, Skylar Kiefer, Edina. And lane 8, Taylor Williams, Aqua Jets. Ava and Emma first at the wall, under 30. And at this wall, it looks like it's also going to be Ava and Emma. Who times the finish the best? Ava, 103.30. Emma, 103.39. And now the A finalists in the 100-meter butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 for Edina, Ivan Gia. In lane 2 for the Hurricanes, Claire Reinke. In lane 3 for the University of Minnesota, Megan Van Berkom. In lane 4 for Aquajets, Peyton DeManuele. In lane 5 from the University of Minnesota, Emma Linscott. In lane 6 for Aquajets, Annabelle Wenzel. Lane 7 for Edina, Zella Lucas. And in lane 8 for Riptide, Ella Passy. Claire Reinke just under 29 on the way out here. And Claire set up her finish beautifully. 1:02:01, a second and a half faster than she swam this morning. Our next event, the men's 100-meter butterfly para. Swimming in lane 4 for Mako Aquatics, Tom Watry. Thomas prelim time 1:15:17. Out in 31:4, obviously way ahead of pace. Getting it home, needs to keep his turnover up. Nice looking stroke. And there's a 1:06:85 for Tom. Nice swim. Our next event, men's 100-meter fly, your C final. Swimming in lane 1 for Blackline, Aiden Bergerson. Lane 2 for Riptide, Max Casal. Lane 3 is Connor Hogan of High Tides. Lane 4, Micah Risavi, Minnesota Flyers. Lane 5, Cole Davin, Westbrook Seals. Lane 6, Hiro McKee, Hurricanes. Lane 7, Carson Whitty, Aqua Jets. And lane 8, Thompson Parlett, Rochester. Cole Davin making a bid out of lane 5. And perfect timing on his finish. 59.15 for Cole. Swimming in the B final in lane 1 from the University of Minnesota, Samuel Kennedy. In lane 2, Thomas McCarthy, Edina. Lane 3, Ryan Lund, Minnetonka. Lane 4, Matthew Walker, Aquajets. Lane 5, Grant Mosier, Sea Devils. Lane 6, Sven Becker, St. Croix. Lane 7, Drew Plouffe, Aquajets. In lane 8, Keegan Duffy, Aquajets. Very tight between Matthew and Grant. Little outside smoke here with Samuel Kennedy in lane 1. Looks like Samuel is going to surprise the field out of lane 1 with a 56.74. And now the championship finalists in the 100-meter butterfly. Swimming in lane 1 for Riptide, Jackson Kaler. In lane 2 for the University of Minnesota, Desmond Satchen. In lane 3 for St. Croix, Christopher Morris. In lane 4 for the University of Minnesota, Tom Dunker. In lane 5, swimming for Blackline, Hans Over. Lane 6 from Riptide, Håkan Naughton. In lane 7 for Edina, Patrick Horton. And in lane 8 for Rochester, Nicholas Wheeler. Got a great field here with Chris Morris, Tom Donker, Hans Hover, Håkan Norton, and Des Sachin, all looking to be very competitive. And in the last 20 meters, Tom Donker really bringing power to the water, and he's in at 54.93. Hey folks, go from the block to breaking records with Speedo USA. Discover the difference of our fastest technical racing suits and our best-selling goggles, all at Speedo booth today. Share every moment on social media using hashtag SpeedoUSA to connect with swimmers everywhere. Share your favorite moments from the meet on social media. Tag your friends, show off your style. Connect with swimmers from all over. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Speedo USA. And be sure to stock up on swag, new suits and goggles at the Speedo booth up in the lobby tomorrow. And of course, we need breaststrokers and butterflyers to awards ready. And now let's meet the top 8 swimmers in the women's 100-meter breaststroke. Finishing in 8th place, St. Croix, Madeline Reed. In 7th, from Rochester, Ava Gustafson. In 6th, from Minnetonka, Quincy Wheeler. In 5th, from Riptide, Kira Leisinger. In 4th, from the University of Minnesota, Grace Bennon. In 3rd place, also from the University of Minnesota, Molly Urquille. In 2nd, from Mako, Ella Stein. And our 2021 Speedo Sectional champion with a winning time of 111.04, Aquajet's Jordan Wenzel. And now the top 8 finishers in the men's 100-meter breaststroke. Finishing in 8th place from Aqua-Jets, James Pan. In 7th, swimming unattached at 35 years of age, Ronald Han. In 6th place from Aqua-Jets, Charles Egeland. In 5th, from the Minnesota Flyers, Joshua Johnston. In 4th, from Aqua-Jets, Michael Phillips. In 3rd place from Aqua-Jets, Kelby Modine. Taking the silver medal from Aqua-Jets, Hayden Zhang. And the 2021 Speedo Sectional champion with a winning time of 1:00.82, which ties the Minnesota varsity record set by John Roberts a good long time ago from the University of Minnesota, Max McHugh. And now the top 8 finishers in the women's 100-meter butterfly. Finishing in 8th place from Edina, Zella Lucas. In 7th from Riptide, Ella Passy. In 6th from Edina, Yvonne Gia. In 5th from Aqua-Jets, Annabelle Wenzel. In 4th place from the University of Minnesota, Megan Van Berkom. In 3rd from Aqua-Jets, Peyton DeManuele. In 2nd from Minnesota, Emma Linscott. And the 2021 Speedo Sectional champion with a winning time of 1:02.01 from Hurricanes, Claire Reinke. Congratulations, ladies. And now, presenting the award, the gold medal, to the 2021 Speedo Sectional champion in the 100-meter butterfly para. His winning time, 1:06.85 from Mako Aquatics, Tom Watry. And now the top 8 finishers in the men's 100-meter butterfly. Finishing in 8th place from Edina, Patrick Horton. In 7th from Riptide, Jackson Kaler. In 6th from Rochester, Nicholas Wheeler. In 5th place from Minnesota, Desmond Sachin. In 4th from St. Croix from Kleb, Christopher Morris. In 3rd place, from Riptide, Hakan Naughton. In 2nd from Blackline, Hans Hover. And our 2021 Speedo Sectional Champion with a winning time of 54.93 from Minnesota, Tom Dunker. Congratulations, gentlemen. Well, that takes care of day 3, ladies and gentlemen. Sleep fast, and we'll see you all back here mañana morning.